While we making our dollars, a lot of things don't make sense. Life gotta be way more than hookah tips and paying the rent. On this podcast, we discuss those few moments that we find our clarity.
Oh shit.
It's like, am I gonna regret it?
I guess you. Temptations. Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. Was that Temptation or the Five Heartbeats? That was Temptations, right?
Temptations, yeah.
Temptations?
Yeah.
Man, it's another episode of Moment of Clarity. It's your boy Cito Blanquito, never miss a frito. And we just here to just gain some clarity. It's been an interesting week, a very mundane week. I feel like this is like, I feel like hump day.
Yeah, I love that word.
Hump day.
I say that because Chuck says it.
Yes.
It's very sad. I don't like that
It's
word.
very sad.
You just
What's a
said you
better
like
word
it.
then?
Not mundane.
What's a better word then? What's a better, no? Just average, calm, mid? Like mid? I like
Calm,
mid. I like mid.
mid.
It's a very midday.
Mundane just sounds sad, dreary.
That's because you're making it sound sad.
Yeah, don't. And in a year, you think you have...
Can you look up the definition of mundane for me?
Let's look up the definition of mundane. In a year,
Get
do
some
you
more
think you
clarity.
have more mid days or excellent days or down days? Like what you think the average is? What you hitting for?
Middays, I think I've been doing a little bit better with balancing and getting some middays, but excellent days, that's a reach right now.
The reach. I think mostly like I don't got.
So mundane, lacking interest or excitement, dull. I said dull.
Yeah, sometimes life be lacking interest.
Okay.
No, I think that's a real thing.
Now when you got a Rice Krispie though.
Oh, that's the right. Okay, the Rice Krispie
But you
treat.
see what I'm saying? Look, that's what I'm saying. That's mundane too. That's a mundane enjoyment.
Damn,
In a sense,
you
it's
didn't
not.
see the smile on my face.
No,
just
no,
now? I'm
it's
kidding. I'm
it's
kidding.
those small.
I'm kidding.
But that's what I'm saying. It's
I-
within the mundane you find the true joy.
It's the
of life.
simple
I-
things. They
I
say.
understand.
They say if the simple. I just mean is like if the simple things is everything, then why do we classify them as simple? Because everything isn't simple.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, Cito.
I'm just being honest.
That's where we at.
How was your day?
Moment of clarity.
How's your Rice Krispie
Nigga got
treat?
his, but this shit is fucking amazing.
It's amazing.
This is the best part of the day right now.
That's the best part of your day, Rice Krispie treat. Some people could say that's crazy. Some people could say, "Wow." There's some people in this world that's like, "Wow, Rice Krispie treat." Like,
Yes,
seriously,
bitch. Rice
out of
Krispie treat.
everything that happened, God gave you another day. You happy about a motherfucking Rice Krispie treat?
But you got
Hell yeah.
But that's
Some
the
of these
beauty in
bitches
life,
don't
though.
got-
That's the beauty in life. When we was kids, we used to be happy about just seeing a butterfly. Like, oh my god, wow! Look at
Hey,
that.
you seen butterflies
Thank you for
on
cutting
Glen
me
Hill
off.
Road? You see butterflies?
I had a backyard, bro.
You in the backyard?
Flowers, I'm Jamaican, bro. So mad shit.
Yo, bro, I keep telling you, yo, there's going to be a whole segment of I'm Jamaican, so this is what happens to
Listen,
me.
y'all niggas
And it
know what I
happens to
mean.
nobody else.
If you got a
Only the Chuck,
if you
'cause
got
he's Jamaican.
if you got a Jamaican grandmother, bro, with flower pots, and she just like you've helped her transplant as a child. You've done seen a caterpillar. You've done seen a butterfly. Like if you've ever done that type of work, you've done seen
It
it.
was in the garden.
You was in the garden.
You was in the garden.
I was in the garden, bro. I seen all kind of shit. Garden snakes, all that shit.
I ain't mad at that.
Yo, how would you be
Word.
mad? Look how
When I
mundane
seen
that
garden
shit is.
snakes in the Bronx, I was just like, what the fuck?
Uh,
I didn't like the garden because I was terrified of snails and slugs. I ran from them.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't like worms at first.
You never lift up rocks and see worms?
When I first got here,
Yeah.
my first experience with worms was wild, bro. I didn't understand them because I was still a baby when I got here, so I didn't.
You
see
remember
one
that?
yet. Huh? Yeah.
Wow. You got a good memory.
I
just
pretty much remember
people
everything. This shit is a curse.
killing worms at recess with like a
Yikes.
pencil. And it's
Yikes.
like it's just nasty. But can you imagine I was running from slugs? They can't run after me.
You know what's so funny though?
But I just
I feel
it's
like-
scary.
Your imagination, though. Your mind.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
And I feel like yo, you know what? That's one thing I can say knowledge is good for. Is introducing you to the unknown. You know what I'm saying? Or giving you like a brief, like how could I say, like a like an instruction manual on what this is, like what you're about to experience. Like for instance, like I didn't like worms, and then I used to be subscribed to this magazine company called Zoo Books, and they'll send
Okay.
like monthly books of different animal species.
Right.
And as a child, I'd read them shits every day. Like, and then my mom signed me up for National Geographic. I'm still signed up for that, by the way. I still read
That's
that.
dope. I think that's really dope. I
Yeah.
think, look at it.
Yeah, so like, just saying, like, you know what I'm saying. Those were, I think that made that helped me expand my horizon or toward like even when as far as it comes to like even friendships, relationships, and stuff like that, and understanding how to like, you know what I'm saying, like maneuver through them and kind of like determine how much of my energy I should give, even though I'm still learning how to. But that was like those things kind of like, always being subscribe to books like that. You know, like National Geographic is really dope magazine.
I think to that point that you bring up is important. I think not just experiencing nature, but also seeing nature kind of gives you, I think, a balance of life.
Yeah.
And it gives you like clarity as well.
Right.
Being like a nature kid where like my parents used to like send me away every summer to some random place. Like, I done been to like Vermont, Utah, like whitewater rafting and archery and all type of. Not 100%. Like I got a whole bunch of like quote unquote like white nigga summers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yo, it's funny. Nah, you know what's so funny that you say that though? Nah, no cap though. Like me coming from
the lake.
Yo, I wish I like there was times as a kid like there was this like as a kid I wanted that. Like you know, I used to watch those shows. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, for real, like,
Camp. You remember that movie Camp?
No, I remember Heavyweights.
Heavyweights,
yeah, Heavyweights
was my shit, bro. You know, I was a chubby kid, so it's like when I used to see
all
that
type of shit, like you know, Disney Channel, like all on like Eva Stevens, Favorite Jet Jacksons and stuff, all those type of stuff. I remember like it kind of gave you that. You did what?
She tried to do.
You did what?
The mouse.
You know how I used to do that shit. Disney Channel, they draw this shit.
Oh, the Mickey Mouse joint used to. Yeah, it was a whole different. It's wild because I forgot who I was telling the story to. Like growing up. In the urban area, growing up in the hood, my parents always made sure every summer I was never here, and I used to hate it growing up. Yeah, you talking about right? Yeah. And I used to hate it growing up because every time you leave this, like leaving a school year, the man who you chill with, the girl that you like, the team you trying to make, all those type of things is like a major happen in the summertime. So I used to like literally leave school with mad at my mans and my friends and girls that I like. Get sent away to have a white nigga summer, and then come back and like it's almost like your friends don't even know you. Yeah, the girl that you like talking to one of your friends, like mad shit already. Yeah, mad shit that happens. Like it's mad stuff that happens, and it used to mess me up. And I used to hate, like I used to really be mad at my parents. Like, yo, stop sending me away. Like my parents are so Jamaican that they used to send me to summer school just to go to school, just because something to do.
I know kids like that. Yeah.
They used to say that like, yo, just go out of school.
I do kids like that.
Just because get a better education, the people in China do it. You know what I'm saying? Like just. And
that was always a thing, referring back to the Asian.
Yo, for real.
Yo, I mean, I guess that's the example we had, like, you know, in Jamaica.
Nah, you keep on going. But it's
them excelling the maths.
The math and English and them know enough languages and
it's funny because
all type of shit.
To know that's what, like, you know, like Asian, like the Asian culture, and you know,
classify that as like working hard.
And Asian culture, like the, you know, the Caribbean and like, you know, England and stuff, like they take high like value in you understanding math. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think I understand why now that I'm older. Like,
because math is the language of the gods.
Yeah, and it's the problem solving skill, like problem solving overall skill. Like,
if you really think about it, like even some of the stuff, like I'm probably like misphrasing and all that, but they be like, I'm not sure what I'm not sure who religion or domination, but when they be like, what's the mathematics or astrology, 5% is like astrology, like these things, like they're for a reason. Like it's a formula, and I think math is the language of the gods, the degrees, the suns, how everything operates, rotation, circumferences. Like I think all that matters, and it matters a long way. But like but I was saying it's tough because it's like growing up, I always heard that like it'll be better for you when you get older. Like, you know when parents used to tell you this stuff, like, you'll be good for when you get older. Like, you don't get it now, but you get older. Like, I remember, like, I'll be honest, when I was younger, like, I was captain of the football team, all type of shit, but it was like, I wasn't getting crazy girls in high school. Like, well, for one, I had a predominantly boy high school. Secondly, most of the girls I wanted spoke Spanish. Like, I mean, fresh off the boat. Like, I went to like a 98% Spanish.
The percentage of male versus female, where was it located?
No, because when I first started doing schools in New York City, they split up the schools to small schools.
Okay.
So my school was Academy for Careers in Sports.
Okay.
So naturally, you got a school for sports. Most of the dudes gonna apply to that school. Okay, and then the girls that apply ain't gonna be heat 9 times out of 10. Like they gonna be real mid. Like they gonna be really mundane. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's funny because
I think he used it appropriately.
The school by there was a school, Jane Addams.
Yeah,
that school before, like, I think I was in like 10th grade, I believe. It was predominantly all girl. It was an all girl school.
Got you.
At first, and so when it became like a co-ed school, it was way more women.
Way more men.
So that was way more women in there. So my men's that went there, they was like
it was crazy. Like it's mad. They love it. It's a whole thing. Yeah. But just in general, it's just like when you're a kid and an adult are telling you like these are the things that are gonna make you a better man. You're like, I'm not trying to hear that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of traits in me that I felt like where it was kind of like with all due respect, like I remember the conversation. My son Bugsy sat me down. It was like probably 10th grade. He said, "I know your mom raised you to be a gentleman, but being a gentleman in this jungle is you're not gonna eat. Like, yo, these girls ain't gonna like none of that shit. Like, pack all that up, bro."
And
like,
how young were you?
This is 10th grade.
Damn.
Because it's different.
Like
Because middle school is different.
16?
Middle school is like, you flirting, but you don't know you flirting. You know what I'm saying? Middle school is like, you vibing, y'all still kind of cool, y'all in friend groups, but y'all don't know. When you start to get to like 10th, 11th grade, that's when it has to be very intentional. Right. Kind of like, you got to have like real game. You got to have real like,
so
yo,
what
what's up?
What are you expecting from that person if you're showing interest in them?
In 10th grade? Mm-hmm. Honestly, like, yo, meet me in the staircase on my free period. Like, that's what high school was. With all due respect, like, I remember being in high school, like, yo, like, if you didn't have those moments when you getting up in the staircase, or it was like in the locker room or something like that, it was almost kind of like niggas didn't respect
staircase
you.
was wild. You heard?
I was also living like a certain lifestyle. Like, I'll be in high school. I didn't feel like I was popular or cool, but when I look back at it, it's kind of like, you did the captain of the football team. Everybody knew you. Like you dead ass was the guy, like, or at least one of them guys. Like, you can't argue about it. Like, your name comes up anytime people mention school. I still work in my school right now. People still know who I am. Security guards, like, I got the most starts in South Bronx history and football history. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got my names on the wall, like shit like that.
I think high school too, there's like different communities, and there's like a person could be a popular person for that community of people in the
that's what high school teaches you though.
In that, yes.
It becomes cliquish.
It's very cliquish.
It teaches you the world.
No, 100%.
The world?
It teaches you the world from a minuscule scale.
Yeah,
it's like, because in the world that's how it is. Like,
so your jocks and your cheerleaders.
Yeah, but it
teaches
you hierarchy.
Yeah. I think the lunchroom is the prime example of classism.
Yeah, it's classism.
Wow, I think the lunchroom is classism at its finest. Yeah. Because even though you can sit at any table, you really can't sit at any table. Even though you feel like I could go sit over there. It's kind of like,
there's always that one person that's going to sit at every table.
I sat at every table.
No, listen.
That's because I do what I
certain
want,
people
though.
have an easy pass, and they valid. And those are the people that, and I feel like I'm one of them. You're going to see me at the poetry show. You might see me at the club. You might see me at the fashion show.
Facts.
You might see me at the art event. You might see me on the block rolling dice. Yeah. Like, there's certain people that you can go to a bunch of different lunch tables. Yeah. There's certain people that you're only at one lunch table.
Yeah.
I think I've always benefited from being in different friend circles, though. Like, you just learn when you just have so much different outlets or different ways to experience a situation. Mm-hmm. When you open yourself up to, like, different avenues or different friends even, and not just, like, close yourself into, like, okay, I'm going to be cliquish and just be with these people who think similar things, and then how you challenge
But I don't think you get cliquish on purpose. I think one day you just realize, like, oh, shit, I'm in the clique.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, it's funny that you say that, because I think for me, like, my thing was always like, I literally, when I went like to meet people, or like when I go to other groups, like I used to just go sit on the other table. Like, I'm just this is what I like. It's boring doing the same thing. Like, I just want to do everything. I don't care how you feel. Like I'll go sit with the Yu-Gi-Oh card niggas, like, and just mac with them niggas and like talk to, and actually know what I'm talking about, because I watch Yu-Gi-Oh, I play the game. Yeah. Like, I'll actually, like I was with the hood niggas, because I'm from the hood, like, niggas.
It's a natural no.
I'm with the gal them, like, because I love gal, like, you know what I mean. I'm with my, I'm with my niggas that like they're going crazy in sports, you know what I'm saying, because I play ball, we work out.
Type of,
you feel me? Like,
I feel like the weird hood girl didn't get enough respect in my generation of high school. Cause I feel like no. Cause
what,
like,
you mean, they ain't never had a group?
No, not even that. It's tough because
they were outliers.
Matter of fact, they didn't have a group.
They didn't have a group.
The weird. Who are they?
The weird ghetto girls. Like, when I say that, I mean, like,
girls that sit by themselves.
No, I'm not saying that. Like, there was always girls in groups that, like, yo, they knew all the Yu-Gi-Oh cards and all the Pokemon cards. They drew anime. They would wear Vans, but they might have been fire. But they might have been fire. But they weren't emo. They still chill with the quote unquote mean girls, or the girls that cared about their looks, or the girls that had a boyfriend that was 25 years old. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they always chilled in a group. And as I got older, it's funny because you can still spot that girl in the club now. Like, she was probably still hanging out with the bad girls, being a section, but like, you get around her, and before you know it, you find yourself having a full conversation about like some rare National Geographic shit, or a conversation about 10th grade chemistry in the club, and she fired. Like, you see her, she probably tatted up, ass fat, all type of crazy shit, but she really, or body look good, whatever your preference, whatever boxes check off for you. I'm sorry, let me not be.
No, ass fat is Sorry,
Not everybody like a fat ass.
ass
You know what I'm
fat
saying?
too.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Shit.
we know. Yeah. Anyway,
Oh shit.
Let's go.
but
What you
all
got,
I'm saying is that I don't think they got enough because I feel like the weird black kid. I feel like the weird dudes always had their vibe. The weird dudes always had their vibe, no matter what.
Nah, the
Nah,
weird dudes
they
is
did.
weird.
You said that. That's
They
what
were
I'm saying.
weird. They're
Like
the
only
weird
the weird.
girls were weird too, though. Damn.
That's what I'm saying. Only the weird hood girls could be weird and cool at the same time.
Okay.
The weird dudes are just weird. No matter what,
Yeah,
no matter what
yeah.
y'all want to do,
That's a
they was
fact.
weird. The mid niggas was mid. Like the dudes that's kind of like that. You know they're gonna get good grades. You know their parents care. They might be fly. Some of them play sports. Some of them don't.
Those
You know what I'm
niggas
saying?
are like, ugh.
Yeah, those the you know what I'm saying. And then you got the delinquents is kind of like you know they have no business even being here.
Yeah.
Like
They trying to bag all
And,
the bitches.
and then you have
no,
and
trying
then-
to.
and then
They
you
got
have-
all the
and
bitches.
then
Like
you
they
have-
got all the bitches.
And then you have
They was
the-
fucking security guards.
and
It was
then you-
crazy. Like
Is this still middle school? High school? Oh.
Then
You
you have
know,
the Renaissance kids. Like that's what I call those niggas. Like niggas like
What?
us, where they were in between. It was like
which
a
is
Renaissance.
the,
It's
but
like
I
a
don't.
Renaissance.
Keep, I don't know about you, but I didn't.
Nah, I
I
didn't
feel
think
like
that too.
I didn't get the. I chill with the hood niggas.
Oh,
Like I chill with the hood niggas. Like
Yeah.
even though I play sports, I chill with the hood niggas. It was tough. I didn't have a Renaissance space in my school.
oh.
I didn't feel like it because it was kind of like for one, it's like
You
I
didn't feel
pop-
like it?
Huh?
You said you didn't.
Well, I went
it
to.
didn't
You know
feel
what?
like it.
It
feel like
does
it.
depend on the size of school and the amount of different like
different
ethnic-
type of yeah.
ethnicity
You understand? But
within school.
there's only 5 Jamaicans in my school.
Yeah, so I get it. Like going to Truman,
How
I've
many
seen
are
like
there?
Latinos. I've seen like Jamaica, of course, Jamaicans.
Yeah, 'cause you
all
uptown.
all the different like Jamaican, like all the different island ethnicities.
Yeah.
All the like the Latin ethnicity. I've seen all of it. Like Africans, everybody. You know what I'm saying? White people, like everything. You know what I'm saying? So like, and then different groups, different
Yeah.
gangs, different beliefs, all that.
About the
100%.
Indian people.
And they'll all be they be all cool and like in their own groups.
Not-
and then what would happen with me, like I said, is like it was easy to get in because like I know one thing that always shined about me was my personality. Like and I'm always like I'm always joking. I'm like I don't. So every group like that. So they always like they didn't have a problem with me going over there. Like they'll just like I said, the goths would probably just see me kicking it with the gang niggas. You know what I'm saying? And I walk over see my goth man. It's like yo what's good, Brody? How you like
My
chopping it
goth
with him?
mans.
And like the rest of his goth mans.
Nah, it's real. I remember the goth dudes was crazy. Not crazy, but it was wild. I remember when I was in school, Van started getting popping. And all the goth kids got mad because all the kids that was rocking. Matter of fact, at the time I keep it funky, Jordans was only for Spanish niggas when I was in school.
I remember
Like,
that.
you remember that era? Like with all due
No,
respect.
no. There was
with all due respect.
look.
Nah,
There was a time.
retros was just for Spanish niggas.
No,
when
hear
I was
me,
in
hear me.
school. Remember, I'm older than you.
Coach shoes.
I know.
too.
Hear me out though.
The
Hear me out
coach
though.
shoes.
The
After
coach
a
shoes.
while,
Hear me out,
the
though.
Spanish mommies.
Yeah, the
OGs?
Spanish mommies was just
OGs was accepted, and
Nope.
then we dubbed them.
Nope.
We dubbed them. I dubbed them in middle school, right? And then we started wearing ups, all fours. That's when we was rocking
All
all
fours,
that. And that's
all
when
fours was
we
all
started
fours.
seeing these niggas mad Jordans. And
Yeah.
like, we like, oh nah, we never wearing those. I don't remember the day them shits got lit again. I think I swear to God, I remember
they got
that.
lit again I remember probably when I was in college. Like I remember when like 'cause I
Like,
remember-
early college though, because I remember it got lit.
I remember retros used to shit on sales.
Yeah.
Like no funny people don't talk about this enough.
Like,
and
you remember Sharkleys?
And
You remember the game?
Sharkleys?
You remember Sharkleys?
I remember you said that it reminds me of
You
something.
remember the joints that look like the LeBron threes, the Soldier threes, but they
Okay,
were Sharkleys?
I remember that you saying
I ain't gonna lie, yo, like
those
shouts out to my
kinda
Spanish niggas that
half
get-
cents was.
But y'all used to beat those heavy.
Yeah,
Yo, Sharkleys was y'all shit. Like I knew a Spanish.
Jordan
nigga.
needs to sign a check to resellers for saving retros.
Facts.
And that is a real honest statement because they saved retros in a lot of different ways. But I know I want to wait. But anyways, some of the most highlights in my life was like when you're a kid, when you're a boy in high school and no girl likes you. It's a horrible feeling. Like it's almost kind of like it's like you can't speak in certain conversations. When the girls come around, it's kind of like. Yo, niggas just kind of just look at you like, yo, when we going to the movies, it's like you ain't had no +1, you a dub. Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, it was a lot of, it's not an odd thing, it's just a real thing. So I remember, like, when I first started getting the girl, like, you literally, like, the whole, you sit in class, teacher teaches some bullshit. And you see, like, shorty walk by, she give you a look, hand raised, can I go to the bathroom? Bro, used to go to the bathroom, bro. Because we used to have 2 staircases, a front staircase and a back staircase.
I'm sorry, y'all didn't write notes or nothing to say that you like each other yet, and this is the first.
Yo, honestly, I'm gonna keep it funky with you. I don't even know how I found out. Like, I don't even know how we started liking each other. And matter of fact, it's crazy. I think I met her in detention, which is crazy because I used to be late all the time. I met her in detention. I'm not even gonna say her name, but she was half black, half Japanese.
Ooh.
I ain't gonna hold you. She had, but she used to smoke bogeys though. I ain't gonna hold
Oh, I hate that. Yo, that's the killer.
you. She used to smoke bogeys.
hate that,
I ain't gonna
bro.
lie to you. It's crazy or whatever. She used to smoke bogeys and rob people. I swear to God. Like,
Nigga had one of those. Oh, nah.
I hope this.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Nah. Wait, hold on. Before.
Listen, I appreciate her. I fuck with her. The wild shit about this shit is that I got caught. I got caught in the room. I got caught like titty, like her titty in my mouth while I walked in the room.
Your mom?
This is in the crib.
Titties,
titty in my motherfucker. I'm too young for my age. I'm playing "Seems Like You Ready" by R. Kelly. Like,
that's killing me.
Bumping. I don't know. I'm a young nigga trying to get my shit off. Mom doing laundry downstairs.
Titty.
The crazy thing about it is 2 weeks later I had a football game. My mom told my sister about the story. So I'm in the middle of the field, bro, playing football. And I see her and my sister arguing while I'm playing the game, bro.
Your mother and your sister?
No, my sister and the girl.
Oh my god.
Because my mom told her she was at the game cheering me on, and my mom was like, "Hey, how you know you walk in the crib, you have to introduce her to your mom and all that." My sister was black and like, "You got my." Because I ain't gonna hold you. At that age, I blamed it all on her. Like I blamed it on her. Like when mom was like, "What was going on?"
I know niggas ain't do shit like that. Yeah,
on her. Like I was like, "Your mom was just chilling, and she was just this." And before I know it, like she was just like, "This is what we're supposed to be doing." I blamed it all on her. I'm not gonna lie to you. I blamed it all on her. And then my sister kind of black like,
crying.
Don't have my brother doing shit that he don't want to be doing.
Nigga made himself look like the baby. I know.
Nah, Cito. Okay, you've grown. You've grown
baby. Nigga used the baby move.
That's all that matters.
Nah, she did that to me. I didn't want that thing. I didn't want to do it.
Looking back at it like in 10th grade, I'm like, nigga, you bitch ass nigga. Like, yo, you know what's crazy about it is the irony is that
I'm crying.
After that happened, I don't know. The next day, somebody had recommended me do a commercial. So my mom was driving to the city, and I went on this audition. And the fucked up part about it is I always wanted to be an actor. I was so worried about what happened the day before that I fucked up the audition, and like it blew my mind because somebody was just like, "Yo, like you deserve to be on TV." And I wasn't even thinking about that the whole time. Like, damn, I fucked up yesterday. I mean, the whole audition, I'm sitting there thinking about, like, damn, man, I'm titty in mouth, all type of shit. Like, no funny shit. It was so bad.
Nah.
It was so bad. Listen, I'm from Uptown. Yo, I literally walked her to the train. She's like, "Oh, your mom mad cool." Because my mom seen it. Just closed the door. She's like, "Oh, your mom mad cool." I was like, no, she not. I said, no, she not. She's not cool. So then, literally, I walked her to the train. I was bugged out so much. I took the train.
Nothing.
No, I took the train from, a 40-minute train ride. I took the shit all the way down to 3rd Ave. Where her stop was at. Clear my mind. I took it all the way back up just to be like, fuck, what's about to happen? Walked in the crib. She said nothing. Went to the audition. Damn, I'm like, yo, I know it's going to come up. Then we had the conversation. I blamed it all on her. Her and my sister got into it. It was crazy. I regret all that shit.
I ain't gonna lie, yo.
Yeah. We used to have dates at the Chinese buffet, $7. It was crazy.
Yo, my nigga brought nostalgia.
On 3rd Ave and 149th. I ain't gonna lie, I was some badass little man. That little man was trash.
I had a moment like that too growing up. Like when my mom called me with a joint. But it's like, yo, I ain't had a free crib, bro. Like
I ain't have free crib.
So I had to like at any moment, like yo, back then, yo, getting pum pum was a very like yo, you had to be very strategic if you didn't have the free crib. To all them niggas that had free cribs, like yo, that's why you got kids. And y'all live. That's why them niggas had kids.
All the men I know that had free cribs growing up all got pickney now.
Yeah, they all got pickney.
They all had kids at a young age because they was used to getting pums at will.
Yeah, it's like yo, you was right after school chilling.
Yeah,
nigga, my mom was not working a double, my boy. Look, I was outside. Feel me?
Your only free time was when you was at school?
You feel me? Got home, like it was no free school, no free nothing. So anyway, look, some shorty hit me up. She like, yo, I'm gonna pull up. I'm like, damn, I really wanted to smash, you feel me? So I was like, damn, man, I ain't wanna look like a lame. So I said, fuck it. Like, I ain't gonna lie, you really careless around them times too. Cause like, I told her pull up like to my I had a veranda, you know what I'm saying? So
what the fuck?
I had a porch, you feel me? To niggas that don't know what a veranda is. I had a porch. But my shit was gated though, and like I'm Jamaican, so you know there's mad pottery, mad flower, feel me? Mad pottery, bro, mad like plants hanging. So it's dark. Like when it's dark, it's dark. It's summertime, so you know school not going in tomorrow and nothing. Hot outside, so I'm like, yo, fuck, I'm gonna try to slap it on the porch. You feel me, bro? I went down.
When you say slap it, he means have sex with.
Bro, sex. Excuse me.
No, I okay.
All right, so my house like. At the time, like, yo, bro, you know those creaky ass steps, bro? I was so tight because like when it had the carpet, it didn't make no noise, bro. Took the carpet off, so I'm going downstairs. I'm trying to be like,
real
calm,
sneaky.
but it's squeaking. I'm like, fuck. But I hope that they think it's my grandfather. You
What
feel
time
me?
of night is this?
Bro, it's like 12. Bro, 12
Midnight,
a.m.
school
Yeah,
night?
you're supposed to be
Nah,
night.
no, it's summertime.
Summer nights is different.
That's what I'm
You're
like.
supposed to be in his bed,
No,
though.
not summer
Nah,
nights.
bro, summer nights?
How am I supposed? I ain't
Bad.
like I
Okay,
don't
I
know.
was never in the
you
bed, bro. I was
sneaking-
outside.
Yeah, I had a white nigga summer. I
She pulls up because I'm just in the crib. It was like a Monday on the summer, so there's nothing going on Tuesday. You know, it's like we 15, so we did everything by 12, like after on a Monday. When it was like a Saturday, it was parties uptown. You know the vibe.
No,
So
it's crazy about. Okay, finish your point.
Nah, hold on. Like she pulls up, Shorty pulls up. So like nigga, right in the middle of me, like feeling it up, and I'm about to like pull my wing. I pull my pants down.
You ain't gonna smash with your pants down. Such a low nigga.
And
Shit,
my
bro.
mom
I would never
bust
do
the
that.
door open.
She busted the door open.
We are the. Oh, that's so. I said, oh my god,
That's all
bro.
is right.
You know, I said, "Wow, chill, bro." I closed the door because I'm like, "Nah, this is too much." Like,
You said, "Boy, chill."
yeah, I
Oh,
closed.
that's what the first thing you close door, pull pants up, or
yeah,
say chill.
no, I said chill. So I was trying to pull my pants up. Shorty's trying to hide her face. Down. I'm like, "Damn, this is embarrassing, nigga." I know the next door neighbors here.
Thinking, the Lord, I never reach into them problem there.
You
I
never.
I don't think
Yo,
girls
you never
ever
got
got
bent
to-
over in a park, bro.
No.
Come
Excuse
on.
me?
You never got bent over in a park.
No.
Never.
No.
At a
I had
young
two
age?
older brothers. I had two
Oh,
older
that
brothers,
bent
thank
stuff over.
God.
Oh.
So I was...
Oh, they bent over things in the park.
They don't what?
That,
putting you on.
like, you
You never was
know...
getting wild in school, in high school.
No staircase action for
The
me.
girls was never like, yo, what yours look like.
I was
Never?
smoking in the staircase. That was about it.
That was
No.
it. No. That's
I believe it. There was a lot of shorty that wasn't really doing nothing, bro. They was kind of like it was just the homegirls. I go like the
Yeah.
homegirls.
I was the home girl for like
had
a
the
lot
friends
of
that
time.
was
I had
bending
two
over
older
in the park.
brothers. I was
I ain't
able
gonna
to like
hold you, but
talk
girls
to
was
you about
shit.
WWF SmackDown and Yu-Gi-Oh
this
cards
is
and
I ain't gonna lie to
Jordans
you.
and shit.
Oh, so you was the weird black girl.
Yeah,
That's what she was. That's what she was trying to
my
say.
friends up with the niggas and
That's what I'm saying. The ones
Okay,
that
she
she had
did.
the friends that was bending over in the park.
Okay, so do you feel
Not
like
all of
being
my
okay?
friends.
So now being the
In
weird.
high school, you didn't have one of them.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
have
that's what I
one
said,
of
you
them.
had the
Yeah,
friends.
yeah.
I
In high
said,
school,
oh.
by high school, you definitely had a
So,
friend
like-
that was bending over in the park.
Yeah.
Okay, so the girls that was been over in the park when they used to come tell the stories, was you
They
like?
would get locked out their house, have to climb up the fire escape. I'm not trying to do all of that shit to get back in your own
They
crib.
used to climb up the fire.
And you're
escape?
calling me.
So you used to call the mom and then try to calm the mom down.
I would try to plead.
So you was
or
a
they
part
would
of
come
the.
to-
So you was a part of your bullshit is my bullshit. Help me.
No,
Like, you wasn't a
No,
part of it?
I was always about own your bullshit, bitch.
Own it?
If you're
Okay.
gonna do it, own your bullshit. But if I'll help you if I have to.
So I don't like using the word weird, but yeah, but
Eccentric.
Eccentric. Okay, so being a part of the eccentric, black girls in high school, like, do you feel like as you got older, you found like your niche more?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like last episode we touched on that where like high school was all about showing your personality and who you're coming into or what phase you're in at that time. Because I do feel like I did go through a few phases. I definitely be going through phases.
No, I think that's interesting.
So I was like preppy in high school but still like very much Jamaican bad gal still like.
I think that
It's a mixture.
that right there is so interesting to me. Like the girls that was like still mad Jamaican, but still
So
shy.
they called us the
still a
Valley
little-
Girls.
Yeah.
They called us the Valley Girls. They was like, oh, Uptown in the Valley. Like,
What school you went to?
I went to all girls school,
St.
which
Catherine?
I refuse to name. No, not St. Catherine. It was a public all girls school.
Oh, okay. You said refuse to name. I ain't even mad at you. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
They gotta send me a check. My image, their emblem is my face. So
A word?
yeah.
Oh.
They gave me a award, but that was about it.
Give me my check. Let me find out it's Abbott Elementary. You the
It's
black
not
girl.
no fucking Abbott.
you,
That's
the,
made up.
you the black girl that gotta come. Nah, to that point, it's wild you said that about you getting caught with your grandma at that
Your
age.
wang out.
Because when I was younger, like when you get older, you have sex at different times in the day.
Right.
Like when I was younger, bro, I used to have sex so early that it's kind of disgusting. It's like mom went to
Yeah,
work, you got a
exactly.
free crib,
10 a.m.
like no funny shit. Like
10
having
a.m.
sex at 9:30 a.m., bro. And I'm not talking about like wake up out the bed morning sex. Like I'm talking about
Come over.
You done put on a fit. You done had a meal.
Stop, you're dead ass.
You had a
Okay,
meal
that
already. Like
I
you started
did.
your day. Like
That
yo,
I
boy,
did
like
too.
to have sex at 9:30 a.m. after you done held the meal. Like
crazy.
yo,
Or
yo,
maybe
done
not.
made a couple, maybe not, made
I
a couple
probably was
phone
waiting for
calls.
him to bring the bacon, egg, and cheese.
But I ain't gonna lie though.
Yo, but that's crazy,
I ain't gonna lie
bro.
though. I ain't gonna lie though. Yo, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
That's crazy, bro.
I ain't gonna lie though, because like when you started getting wild, like, all right, what age did like those experiences started getting wild? For me, it was like Like just the way, like you started realizing,
Shit
like,
about wild.
like,
Oh,
like
God,
it's like
no. Okay.
You like what's it?
it's like you go in a shorty crib.
My wild and your wild is probably two different.
It's two
wilds.
different. Like, but I'm saying, like, in a sense of like, yo, wait, we're not like how did we
we
get
supposed
here?
to be in class right
Yeah,
now.
like, well, how did we get here?
I
Like, bro, I was like, like,
supposed
me
to
and
be in class.
me and my bro, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say no names, but me and gang used to leave. We got kicked out of school. I put in
you.
sophomore school, and we used to leave. We used to just skip school, bro. Like, we used to skip
It
school
happened for me
and go to gal club.
rather late, but when I was in blood clot 4th grade, the fourth
what?
graders was when I was in 4th grade.
Okay,
The
go ahead.
4th graders was
Where is this going?
school, going to whatever shorty crib and running trains in
In
fourth
fourth grade?
fucking
Alright, sorry.
I don't.
No.
That's-
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You talking about eighth grade?
I'm about to say
That's
like,
eighth
what
grade.
age is fourth grade? Like,
Eighth
yo,
grade.
relax.
That's eighth grade, eighth, ninth grade.
Middle school.
So I'm about to say that's middle school shit. I'm about to say that's middle
Should
school
I
shit.
name the school? No.
Nah. You don't have to
You don't
name
gotta name the
anything.
school. Okay.
I'm not
Yo,
naming
listen.
the
The fourth. I'm about to say like no lies like
Sorry.
fourth grade is
The
crazy.
4th graders, they was finger popping in the bathroom. Though. I
Okay,
think
that's
I
more
told
like
y'all
fourth
that.
grade. That's crazy though. But that's
They was
still
finger
fourth.
popping in the bathroom.
Yeah, fourth
so
grade is
That's a bit
crazy.
much for me, but
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Because that's elementary.
I think that's
Because you
probably
understand
how-
elementary. Because you understand like
My man's caught top in class.
Bro,
he got in
I-
trouble for that shit. Got
that's probably
caught
like
top in
how
class in
I
like fifth
found
grade.
out about that shit. Like going to the bathroom, get a bathroom pass, go to the bathroom, you see the 4th graders, and you're like, okay, I gotta go to the next bathroom.
Like elementary school, kids was doing shit and they didn't know what they were doing. So it's
Yes.
just a bunch of just like. So now you look back, it's
Touching
like
and
they're more
fondling.
like now they know what it was. But back then, like kids would be bugged up. Remember, I used to work in the school and like we said the stories like yo, bro, like they was doing what in the bathroom? Like sometimes you're like it's crazy.
And that's
But-
not weird to catch a student. Like how you feel as a teacher?
I don't, no lie. I've
You
never.
never-
I've
thank
only
God.
heard the stories. I've never
Okay, thank
because
God.
naturally, to be honest with you, and I don't understand why this is. In school systems, whoever it is, men can't go in any bathroom.
Yeah.
Like even like you can't even go in the boys' bathroom. You can't obviously you can't go in the girls' bathroom, but you can't go in the boys' bathroom. Like literally, the only bathroom you go in is the men's staff bathroom.
Yeah.
So if like they have hall monitors and they have people that are literally assigned and trained
to
to
go in
go
the
into
bathroom.
bathrooms. Now women aren't supposed to go in the men bathrooms either. But if stuff is going on, naturally they're like yo, they'll go in there, tell them come out, stuff like that. But
The
I'm
men or the boys? Because you're talking about this is middle school.
no middle school. Like I'm saying, like the
They're not
teachers,
allowed to
like
go
the
in
teachers, like adults that aren't assigned.
They're not, the adults are not supposed to go in the
they're not
children's bathrooms at
yeah,
all.
At
And
all.
these-
But tough part is like, yo, when you're walking the hallways, you see them in there wild and you can hear them. You're supposed to go in there like, yo, come out. But it's like if they don't come out, you're supposed to get security. Somebody else will go in there.
Yeah,
but it's tough because
you
it's
have
like
to stand at the
you can
doorway.
hear. But it's tough because sometimes kids be getting bullied and stuff. So you want to like, you know what I'm saying? You want to go, but you also don't. It's a very thin line. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to
there
toe
was
that
a
line.
time, there was a. It's funny that you said that because there was a time like
Oh God.
niggas was in school and like it really felt like niggas getting bullied. Like I used to see that shit happen like every day, bro, and nobody do nothing about it. Like
Y'all talking about bullying. When I tell you I went to all girls school and the bitches was
women
bad.
bully. I think women
The
bully
bitches
worse
are
Ain't gonna lie to
than
you.
men, bro.
Can we have that conversation?
Bully,
First of all, this
women
is
bully worse than men.
not-
Way worse than men. It's
Way
disgusting
worse,
how
bro.
y'all
Yo.
bully emotionally.
Yeah.
Y'all bully physically. Y'all
Yo,
bully
your
spiritually.
bully is on it. Your
Like,
bully
virtually.
is advanced.
I-
like women's bullying
Now,
is
women's
advanced.
bullying
bro.
is
like,
really
like
bad.
it advanced. Like niggas
Like-
would just be on some like, yo,
No
give
lie,
me your money,
talk
nigga.
crazy stuff like that.
But,
Like,
like
the way
shorties will kill you.
Like y'all don't
Shorties
no
kill
lie.
a shorty.
Y'all the
That
ones
is-
that are. Women have always been the ones I've seen that will friend a girl, make a girl feel like they're amazing, they friends, they look good, all that type of shit, and then like
It's
just
double
mash them
shit.
up, bro.
It's double
Talk
shit.
mad shit. Like I've seen some of the women bullying I've seen is so psychological that it's just like, damn, like
What she do?
Yeah, like I know you won't fuck with her, but that's kind of crazy. Like, why would you kind of do that though? Like that's wild. You disagree? Like,
You watching Mean Girls?
huh?
You
Not
watching
even Mean Girls. I've seen it.
Yeah, I've seen this shit in real life, bro.
I've seen it.
Like
I've seen like honestly like it's tough like be honest like and there's no disrespect to like the women I've been around growing up but it's like it's high school I've seen a lot of real like
I'm trying to think if I've seen. Yes,
Like,
I've
you
seen
see a lot of
in
real,
high
like-
school. I guess nothing that was too close to home, but yes, I have been able to see where like girls will befriend people just to end up being fake towards them and turn them
or sleep
down.
with they like really sleep with their boyfriend like on some real like really kind of like
I never
Yeah,
know
it's
what
a-
that is though. Probably
it's a-
insecurities. But
yeah, it's a
bitches
wild-
in my high school was dyeing their hair in the bathroom.
That's crazy.
With packets of fucking red Kool-Aid.
yo wow
why were you
Did you
just
try
doing
it?
it?
Hell the fuck no.
you
But
would
that
say
shit was
yes.
working. No, because it was staying in the bathroom in school. We gotta wear a uniform, white shirts. Now you got red dots on your white shirt. You don't give a fuck because you dyed your
What's
hair in
the-
the bathroom.
what's
in
the
school
wildest shit
with
that-
red Kool-Aid?
what's the wildest shit that you're willing to share that happened that you did in high school
In high school, damn. See, you don't have good memory. You should ask me last week. What did I do in high school?
You don't got a good memory, so I should have asked last week.
What?
Yeah, so I could think about it and be like, what the fuck did I do in high
All right, the
school?
wildest shit I ever did in high school was get superintendent suspension for getting in a brawl and waving a garbage can over my head as I attempt to throw it at a bunch of students to try to jump my mans. And then I lost half my football season, a part of my scholarship. Couldn't go to senior trip or senior dance. And my mom looked at me like I was whatless.
I don't think I have anything. You know, the wildest thing. You know what's so funny?
I don't know. High school.
I just got
was
kicked
for
out
me.
like of school. Like I never got things like that.
Yo, matter of fact, so the day you got kicked out or you dropped out, right? Like,
Dropped out or kicked out? Which one?
I'm asking you, nigga, you lived it.
No, I'm saying you said because dropped
Okay.
out was like after my high school career. You talking about during my high school career?
Okay, during your high school career.
Yeah.
So, hold on. Okay, so
I went to mad high schools, bro. I went to like
Okay.
3 of them.
so the day that you just said I'm not going to school no more, like what crossed your mind?
Yo, I'm tired of this shit. I'm out of here.
And nothing to say that you bugging?
Nah. Because when you tired of shit, you just tired of shit, bro.
Yo, I used to stand at the bus stop every fucking morning in the cold in my little skirt, waiting for the bus. I was just like hoping, like wanted to ask a police officer if they could drop me to school. Like, sir, please drop me.
Like going to school for
that
me.
was my struggle.
That was your
The
struggle.
wildest
It was
thing.
cold.
The wildest thing.
It was cold.
The wildest thing, like in school for me, wasn't even like I was wild. It was more so like, yo, I'm not even doing that much. Why I keep getting suspended? Like, I'm just talking. After a while, I started kind of like having, like, felt like I had to fight a case. It felt like, yo, the shit started feeling like prison, bro.
Do you understand why now? Like, do you have a understanding?
Yeah,
why
I have an understanding why now. But you know, when I was younger, I'm just like, yo,
Listen,
like,
schools. If you're not lucky enough, it's a fucking zoo.
like,
So
Nah, there's
imagine
a-
being like a person of authority, working with
Nah, it's
so many
a-
different children.
so it's like,
crazy.
because I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's like, but I can say this though. I think school, the way I was doing school, I think one thing I've learned in school is how to like, is a certain level, is a certain form of emotional equity, where it's like, because I was like I knew I shined so much that even when I got in trouble, the teachers couldn't help but say, "Oh, this kid is intelligent."
Okay,
Got you.
so you,
Like,
okay.
so it's not like he doesn't know what to. It's like he's bored here. So it's like I went to a school where like, what they were teaching, like I've already done. Like I mean, I was advanced past it. Like I advanced past it because I was in advanced classes for a while.
Yeah.
So, but I started just giving trouble because I started getting in trouble for shit that didn't make sense to me. So, like when I used to get into arguments with teachers, that's that's the argument. Like you're kicking me out of class for talking. Like you're gonna kick me out of the rest of like it's 45 minutes. You gotta kick me out. Like where I'm supposed to go? Oh, you could go sit downstairs. I'm like, yeah, you stupid. Like, and I'll say things like that. So, like as a kid, I used to argue things. Like I used to argue like the certain decisions that they'll just make in discipline. Like even shit like that. I used to argue all day, bro. And that was what I used to get in trouble for a lot. Like just arguing with the
So you got
teachers.
in trouble for cutting teachers' asses?
Yeah, things like
Yeah.
that. Like just not
Yo, you know what's-
respecting. Like
While being in the school system, I'm around certain women teachers, and you could tell like the women teachers that I'm around, when I get to know them, they have a better relationship with these men in their life, have a better understanding with the young men that they're teaching.
yeah,
Like, I'll get around certain teachers, and I only did for a short period of time, so maybe it's a small sample size. But even certain teachers I've dealt with in my life, I got older with and spoke to, like even guidance counselors, the ones I always had good relationships with. Later on, I realized they had good relationships with men in their
yeah,
life.
bro.
Like young, like the younger dudes, and I
So
was
they knew how to approach you, basically.
yeah. Because naturally, when I went into these environments, I became like that teacher that older like kids that would get in trouble, or the ones that would come to me like, yo, Miss Appleton, they bugging like, yo, talk to her, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm still in your class, I'm not trying to. And then like as you go speak to them, and when I go speak to them for them, they have a different understanding. But it's also kind of like, and it goes, I think, to that whole like the young black men school pipeline, prison pipeline thing. Like it's not about the education aspect; it's the aspect of just like communication, or
Yeah.
like we been talking about the emotional equity of it. Like they don't emotionally relate, or I don't feel like the school system has enough emotional safe spaces for young black kids,
Yeah.
or kids of color.
I started. All right, so you on saying that because of I've gotten in so much trouble in the school, like Truman.
Yeah,
After a while, like you know, when I had to come back to school, you know, you always have to bring your parent back. So that's
Yeah.
why a lot of niggas used to avoid getting suspended.
because
You
you
know
want
what
to
I'm
bring
saying?
your parent back. Is
yeah,
crazy.
because it's like, but my mom, you know, I explained it to them. Like I explained it to them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, listen, and I, you know, even I love my mom to death, but yo, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was kind of like dealing with a lot of like verbal conversations myself because she was so busy with actually taking care of
that she did not, bro.
it's just, you know,
Like
she couldn't
parents
be
not
there.
really
She couldn't
being
show
tapped
up.
into like the school thing.
Yeah.
It's crazy, especially ones that come from different countries.
Yeah.
Because they naturally assume that like, yo, it's
You're
the pick me,
already
it's the pick me, it's the
disconnected as a
Yeah.
parent.
Yeah,
but like,
and
but like
what-
she,
damn.
nah, but yeah, so she wasn't able to like talk up for me in certain things because, you know, a lot of things she not understanding because
My parents
like, yo,
were
you're not
black.
even. Huh?
My parents were black because I got in trouble for being disruptive in class and talking and probably bullying the fucking teachers more of the time.
Right.
But then when I go home, my parents, my mom chat, my dad chat. I'm like, both y'all entertainers. You getting mad at me because I'm talking. I feel like that's naturally one of my characteristics. I'm gonna be talkative
Feel me?
and communicate.
So, yo, bro, like, there's, like, I used to, because of, like I said, with the whole emotional equity thing, like, I've learned how to build relationships, like, to a certain degree with people, naturally. Because of just always having to, like, stand up for myself and understanding,
So
like...
what's your ideal example of...
well, for instance, going back to school, I didn't have to bring my mom. Like,
Okay.
I could just come back in. They'd be like, oh, what's up, Nick? And, like, it'd be like, okay. Oh, you out of suspension, man? You always get in trouble, man. I'm like, yeah, man, you know how it goes.
So
It started becoming like I bring my phone in, but it's because they know I'm not giving them a hard time once I'm in trouble. In the sense of like once I get in trouble, it's like, all right,
it's kind of like like what I gotta do to kind of get back right.
yeah.
I don't know if that's emotional equity. I think emotional equity is you starting that way.
That's what I'm saying. That's how that was the building block of emotional. It's understanding who to like. For instance, I didn't respect the teachers, but I knew I knew who to respect in the school
It's wild because
to gain certain like
the school aides,
acquisitions,
the
of
deans,
power. You know what I'm saying?
the coaches. Like there's so many people in those spaces that always have the respect of all the kids, and 9 times out of 10 is not the teacher.
Yeah.
The wild part about it is a lot of those tend to be men. They're not always men. But don't get me wrong, women have a lot of respect in schools, but it's always, in most schools, there's always one man that I know that's that disciplinary, like, yo,
Yeah, that's
like,
very
yo,
true.
yo.
You doing
or,
this shit again?
Like, for real? Like, yo,
Yeah.
yo, come here. Come, come, like,
go to
like,
Mr. Such and
yeah,
such.
and,
Like,
and it just is a clear example of just, and there's certain aspects where I seen too, where it's like, when I walked on the scene just subbing, because I was a young black man and I looked more like them, there's certain respect that just got off rip.
Yeah.
So I think my experience of coming from an all-girls high school was a little bit different because majority of the administration and the teachers, my principal is a female. At one point, the dean and the assistant principal were all female. So I feel like at one point they did, even though we were all young women and they're trying to grow us in that way, they did have to start hiring a male or males, whether it be teachers. We had a male dean and then a male assistant
sense.
principal. To kind of, you still, even though we're young girls, you still need to be interacting with the opposite sex in some kind of way or form. I feel like it's healthy.
I think like TD Jakes said something one time where in the sense of like, there's not enough women in this world that just know how to have conversations with men that are beyond, even from a father standpoint of him just feeling like just trying to protect you and show you life, from a relationship standpoint, like just genuine conversation
or to instill discipline.
instill discipline that has nothing to do with them, any type of beneficial things in the aspect of
or them being your dad.
being a dad, because
caretaker,
just caretaker, because your dad or caretaker, because they want to see you turn to somebody. Relationship wise, that person may invest in you to build something. Brothers, you connected to you through life. Like friends is a choice. Like sometimes you just need to be around people that you have conversations with, opposite sex, where it's kind of just like, yo, I need you to just do this right now, or like you need to have to like, yo, why are you doing this? Like, and be able to comprehend them and its growth, and vice versa. I think off camera, me and Chuck was having a conversation earlier. We supposed to get into emotional equity about like, I don't feel like. Well, look up the definition of emotional equity so we can say it like the right way. But I don't feel like I've emotionally put myself in safe spaces growing up, even if it was in my control or not. And also, like, there are very few women that I felt emotionally safe with in my life. I may have felt physically safe with them, but I didn't feel emotionally safe with them, and it affected me in a lot of different aspects in my life. And I look back, all the teachers that I connected with, involved with, I felt emotionally safe with. In the sense that, like, what I had to say, my opinion, didn't get derailed or miscued any way, and I got seen for me being me.
Yeah.
What doesn't get talked about enough in school is like, yo, when you're just a boy in class, sometimes the backlash comes from just he's just some boy, he gonna do whatever he do. You know what I'm saying? Or he a jock, he just plays sports. Or he just loud and doing this. Right. Like, a lot of the young men responses in life in general is the response of like, you don't see me And it's tough because I feel like you see that a lot getting older too with women. Like, a lot of different men had this conversation. Was like, sometimes do women want? And I was talking about Kira about this. And I forgot who said it, but it's like sometimes do women want me, or do they just want a man that has my criterias? Like that just checks off these boxes. Mm-hmm. And there's moments in times where in life where it's just like, do you like? It feels like I'm just playing a role. I'm just checking off boxes. Do you care about me?
Yes and no, Cito, because here it says emotional equity within relationships are people who are most satisfied with a relationship in which there is equal give and take on both parts. But you're saying sometimes these women are not even given equal.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever experienced emotional equity in almost any aspect in life besides probably I'll say I
feel like it's a choice. It's some people might like to be the savior in the relationship, and then
I fall victim
practicing emotional equity as well. But
yeah.
it's where you choose to angle it. Like, are you going to be the savior? Are you going to be the victim? Are you going to be equal give and take? Like, it depends on your boundaries.
You gotta look at it like a bank.
Exactly.
So in the sense of like, it's like how much like are you willing to invest? How much of your like emotion are you willing to invest into this person? You know what I'm saying? So regardless if you're, if you don't, it doesn't matter if that person is even giving, as long as you're able to confide in them, like, because it's a bank, you're looking at the bank like, all right, well, I'm just putting my money in here. Like, now what they do with your money, that, of course, everybody know what the bank does with your money, but that's not what you initially think. You just need a place to put safe space. You need a safe space. Sometimes a safe space doesn't have to speak back to you. Yeah. It's just someone that who's like you can confide in, and they're listening to you. And at the one moment when they do take a chance, they'll be able to dish it back to you when you need it. So it's the same thing like a bank, where it's like, when you need that loan, you know that you got that money.
You can kind of go there. I think the safe space is important too.
Nah, it's if you're satisfied with.
But you're looking too deep into the definition. It's not no equal nothing. It's a sense of, like, for instance, you don't have to tell me anything, but as long as I can confide into you something of like and feel better about it. It doesn't matter what you're giving back equally, because at the end of the day, the bank it's not about equal. It's about holding the money, and they use it for what they use it for. You know what I'm saying? But that's what equity is. It's like, you're looking at where do you invest, and how much do you invest in whatever that whoever that person is. That's what emotional
equity is, but emotional equity within relationships.
That's what it's saying,
being satisfied, giving both equal.
The satisfaction comes from you just giving it. Do you feel like you're
equal parts?
Equal parts of what, though? What's the other equal part, then? What is the other equal part?
There's relationships where somebody may contribute something and the other may lack, and there's relationships where both parties are contributing equal amounts.
And it's different because also what we're contributing can be different and valued in different aspects. I guess the scale of it, I think, and once again, based off what the definition is just saying that it's acquiring the emotions itself. Right. Like you're saying. So it's kind of like I'm giving this emotions to you. And the person, whatever that person is, and wanting it necessarily back, but the reciprocation not always equal. Right. In the sense, equal in the sense that it doesn't come back the same way.
Yeah.
But that doesn't necessarily, I think you're both right. It doesn't.
No, I'm not even saying she's wrong. But like when you look at dictionary, they're giving you exact, but you have to like it's like for instance, it's like figuring it out for what we're talking about, like emotional. Like, they're gonna give you the full definition, the book definition.
But you're trying to apply it to life.
But applying it to life, meaning that as long as you feel like you can invest whatever into this, that's why relationships are created. Like if you feel like for instance, Spice, me and you wouldn't be friends if you didn't feel like you couldn't invest certain energy into me. You know what I'm saying, and vice versa. But it doesn't mean you even invest the same type of energy we give back. So sometimes, some days it might be unequal. Like some days I might just call you and come on, look how much I called you mad times, and like you never, like there's times you don't call me. I just be calling you all day, but it doesn't matter though. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because at the end of the day, like I still feel like I can invest.
No, I'm just saying. I think
feel like I could invest into you.
I think that's a real thing right there. That's that statement. It's kind of, there's certain people that's like, there's certain people if I call them 3 times and they'll call me back, I might feel away. I'm not saying relationship or not, but there's certain friends I got like if I called you 10 times. And like you still ain't call me, I'm gonna call you 11. Like,
it doesn't
because
matter.
at the end of the day, it's like it's gonna come a point in time where I know we're gonna speak.
Yeah.
And sometimes we did talk about before. Some people may view that as like jumping the fence with somebody's boundaries. Like if you call somebody 10, and I'm not talking about 10 times in a day. I like I mean this moment like that's crazy. Like I mean like if it's a week and I call you twice on Monday, then I call you twice on Wednesday, Then we get to Friday, and I call you like at 10 o'clock, then 3, and then at 9. Then eventually I'm gonna be like, yo, you all right? Then I get a text back, you cool, and I call you on Sunday, you don't pick up. I'm gonna keep calling until I speak to you. Like, I got friends like that that's kind of like, yo, I know your patterns. I know what you want.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. But like that was the. But you see, that's what I'm giving back to you by understanding you. So I know sometimes like I know when not to call you. Like I won't call you at a certain time, or I won't call you like on a certain week. Because 9 times a day you probably already told me like, yo, bro, I might be gone for the, But that's what I'm saying. Like it's not equal all the time. But as long as you feel like, yo, I could still invest in Chuck and I could still invest. We invest in overall the term investing. Like it's just we're giving we're giving each other what we desire and we feel good, and that's why the relationship is still growing. You know what I'm saying? And then, but I'm saying like I learned how to do that in school because that was the only way I could even get out of certain levels of trouble. Like you know what I mean? Like,
fact, you kind of got to know who to talk to. You got to know who to be around. Yeah. Like in a lot of different ways. And honestly, I don't know. Like I want to go deep.
Cause I learned. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You know what I learned one time, nigga? It's like I had to laugh at myself. Like I should have never told that teacher shit. Cause once I told her, guess what? I got in trouble, nigga.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. I think that's one of the toughest things.
I learned which teacher not to tell.
It's difficult because like you hear quotes and things like that. It's kind of like, yo, if you on both sides, on no side. Like if you're playing both sides of it, you can't be friends to too many people in those aspects. I think it's very difficult in moments like that because especially with family or structures and systems like education or business, there's moments and times when it's like you want to be. Somebody may tell me and confide in me that something's important to them, but they don't. But they're expressing they don't want me to talk to somebody else about it. But also, the position that I hold makes me. I have to talk to that person about it.
Yeah, because that's wild.
You know what I'm saying? If I, it's almost kind of like, dang, like yes, you trust me not to say something, but it's almost like if I don't say anything at all of this could kind of burn down. You know what I'm saying? But there's also moments and times where it's difficult, especially in schools, where it's like kids will confide certain things in me because they trust me. But it's also like I literally have to report this. Yeah. Like I cannot not report this. And there's moments and times where it's like it'll come out in like cutting ass or come out on other things. And like I'll be like, yo, like you have to relax. But it's like when kids say certain things, you see kids' reaction. It's like you want to give them to have the trust to come to you, but you also have to do the adult thing
and set that boundary.
And I'm not a parent yet, but I assume that's what parents that say go through at times. When it's like you want your child to be your friend and confide, you would have not be your friend, have a friendship.
Right.
Yeah.
But there's moments and times where you have to be that.
You have to be that parent.
And it's tough because there's moments and times where it's like even in friendships with adults that people tell you things, and you're like, "Yo, I can't leave this conversation here. Cause I'll be irresponsible to life. I'll be irresponsible to what I all know we want." So even in this moment, you may feel a certain way. And I think the one thing I'm working on now is like, do I tell that person I have to say something, or do I just leave it alone and say what I have to say anyway? I try to be a transparent.
I think, maybe now just letting them know that you do have something to say and just like feeling out where their boundaries are, because some people might not be in the right headspace and you want to respect that as well.
Yeah.
But sometimes people want to play games and use that as an excuse. So you just also have to learn how to decipher for yourself when is the most appropriate moment.
To kind of, I think that's real. I think that's real. It's tough. I want to go in like, dang, I feel like I'm unprepared for the emotional equity aspect. I think there's more I want to get into with that.
Let's do some homework.
I think let's do a part 2. I think we could. I think let's do a part 2.
We kind of got like we got the gist of it.
Yeah, get the gist of it.
We don't have the
because
at the end of the day, it's like, I just look at it like, at the end of the day, it's like we just as we go, the more and more we're humans, so it's like. Once you put a title to something that you've been doing, and if the title is new to you, you're like, whoa, like now you're starting to like, whoa, you're going through the moments like, all right, when did that happen? Like when? So it's like we don't really have nothing to. Like we don't. It's not that none of this. It's not like we never did it before, but it's like
it's just kind of this. I don't. Especially now, I think with the platform we have, and shout out to all our listeners and supporters. This season 2 is going to be amazing. It's been amazing. I love the episodes we got so far. But it's also like I think with the moment of clarity moving forward too, I want to have tangible things and things that are things that you can live with, and things that we've grown with, and we do the homework too. So let's sit back and do some homework on what we think it is and what we want to give the people and steps of what it is. Cause I think emotional equity falls in the umbrellas of emotional awareness and intelligence and all type of emotional things and other things as well. And we'll be more precise with it.
Right.
Yeah. So I think that's our moment of clarity. It's your boy Cito Blanquito. I missed a couple free throws today, but you know what I'm saying? Feeling good, feeling blessed. I got some AirPods at a show that I went to.
That's
so
right.
God is good. Cause I lost mine a couple days ago, so you know what I'm saying? You are what you manifest, and that is me.
Yeah.
I'm here, y'all. Rebel Spice. I'm trying to get out of here. I need a vacation.
Where we going? What a moment of clarity? I ain't no problem doing a moment of clarity in Thailand. You know what I'm saying? You
That'd
want
be fire.
Thailand? You want to go to? You want to travel? What you want to go? We can stay domestic. What you want? You want?
I haven't been to Costa Rica.
You
yet.
wanna go to
I would
the
really love
Yams?
to go to Costa Rica.
That's what I said, the
You
yams.
want to go to the Yams?
Nah, moment of clarity in yams, and we do that shit on the beach or something.
On the beach?
Yeah, big
My son-
random people just pull up, sit
I'll
down.
Skype y'all.
Let me Skype. My
I
son
ain't
Chuck
going
gonna have
there.
the sandals with the socks on.
Feel me?
You be doing sandals with socks?
Nah, hell no.
Jamaican,
You know
right?
Oh man, you know I'm y'all,
And
bro.
that was our moment of clarity.
And we out.
Gang.
Thank you for tuning into Moment Clarity Podcast. Hopefully this episode brought you some type of value, gave you a different perspective, or at least made you laugh. Please like and subscribe. If you have any subjects or topics you want us to discuss, please feel free to DM us.